Welcome back everybody to my channel. Hi, I'm Rizbo the Blade, your personal salvage guru, and today we're gonna explain you all what you need to know about Vulture and salvaging panels in space. But first we need to explain you where you're gonna actually buy a Vulture if you didn't already purchase it for real money. After that, where you need to go to buy parts to upgrade your Vulture for much more efficient salvaging. Show you where you need to go to actually find these panels in space, which are very good loot, if you want to say it like that, for salvaging, even better than a salvaging missions that you can actually have in your contracts. Most important part is to show you how you're supposed to actually scan and find these panels when you're near them. Big thing is also to show you how to actually stack boxes in your back in the hangar in your Vulture, so you can achieve the maximum delivery that you can in one take. And on the end we're gonna show you where you're supposed to go to sell recycled material composite, or RMC short for this salvage material. From personal gear, you just need drinks and tractor beam, which you're gonna be using for moving boxes. So you can buy or big one, which is more expensive, but if you're a starting player, fresh player in the game, just buy a small multi-tool and attachment for tractor beam for that multi-tool, and you can start your adventure. So let's begin. First thing that you need to do is to buy Vulture if you didn't already pledge it for the real money. And to do that you need to go to Hurston planet, to Lorville city. When you open map, you need to find Hurston, and normally you need to find the Lorville icon to click on it to set the route, so you can, Quant drive there. And when you're already in Lorville in Spaceport, when you get out from elevator, you see it says this Lorville sign, and then you go towards the consoles for spawning and storing ships, and when you look right, it says new deal. So this is actual store for buying ships in the game. And you go here through this glass big wall, and now you have two consoles. And here on the left side you select the Drake manufacturer, and here you can select the Drake Vulture, and you see it's like basically 2.7 million with maybe all the upgrades what you need, not even that. And now we're gonna go to buy Atlas Quant drive. So this Quant drive, it's on Hur L5 station, right? So you cannot buy all things on all the stations or on the cities, so you need to fly there. And we're already on Hur L5 station. Now we're gonna store the ship. I usually always need to store the ship if you wanna change some upgrade, which I'm not gonna show you immediately here, but this is the procedure to do it. And now we're going into the gallery, and here you have Platinum Bay. Platinum Bay is the store for parts, right? And here you have Quant drives. And as you see here, it costs 17k, which is a lot of money if you're a new player, because you're only getting 20 to 25. And now we're gonna go buy scrapping modules. So the best that I can recommend, you just go to Arco planet, and above Arco planet is Bajini Point station. That's the main station there. And you also have Platinum Bay there, where you can buy scrapping modules. So the procedure is the same. You store the ship and just find in gallery Platinum Bay store, and I'm showing you how you need to get there through the station. And just remember, all this stuff you don't have to buy except these scrapping modules if you don't have money on the beginning. Only modules are most important to buy, because of them you're gonna have much more efficient and faster salvaging. And as you see here, we're buying trawlers, you can buy 2 of them, and a braid, you can just buy 1, so it's 3 altogether. And now we're gonna show you why. To upgrade parts, first you need to open your Mobiglass, and then in the right corner down it says vehicles. So this is your vehicle loadout manager. And now here on the right side where it says select ship, it's all your ships that you own and which are stored in this station. So now we select Drake Vulture, and now here on the left side you have options to select your systems, for example, where we have Quant drive and shields. I'm gonna unequip everything to show you properly how you can actually disequip. So first you click on Quant drive on the left column, and then on the right column you click on Atlas Quant drive and save changes in equip on the right side down. Same goes for the shields, right? But this is that things that you don't have to have immediately. Only scrapping modules are important. So for that you go on utility, and now you see I already have them set up, and I only have a braids and a tractor beam, right? I didn't put trawlers because you have two options what you can do. You can set up like I have here to have only a braids and tractor beam, or you can put, for example, a braids and trawlers. But this is something that I don't recommend to do because trawlers are just not so efficient like a braids. They are faster, but you're getting much less material. And I'm gonna show you the proof for that. So we're gonna test all three: cinch, braids, and trawlers. Before you can do any type of salvaging, you first need to know all the default keybinds to make, you know, your vulture or reclaimer operational. So here we're gonna show you for vulture what these keybinds are. When you're in front of your panel or your ship which you wanna salvage, to get in the salvage mode, you need to press M on your keyboard. And now if you wanna exchange between scrapping modules which you equipped, if that's a braids or trawlers or maybe a tractor beam, on your mouse you just need to click right click. That's called cycle tool mode, right? And you that exchange between them as you see it here. One more thing that you can use is to use separately left from right side on your vulture for salvage lasers. So to do that you need to hold left alt and then you press, if you want to just use right side, Alt D, or if you want to use just left side, Alt A, or if you want to both use them again, you just hold left alt and press S. This is a good option when you have on one side, for example, a braid and a tractor beam, and on the other side you just want a braid. Then you just switch to that side which you have a tractor beam and shut off the left side, so you're only strictly using tractor beam. One more thing which is not so, you know, useful a lot and people usually don't use it, is to change the space between beams to make it more separately, and also to exchange the axis between them. And to do that you need to hold left alt, and to make space beam wider you just scroll mouse wheel, and if you want to exchange axis you just, you know, hold left alt and then you press right click on the mouse. Now we're gonna show you where you can go look for panels. Panels are spawning in all these Lagrange points, so this is all these places where you have stations with markings L1 or L2. So now here what you see, we are on crew L1, and you can immediately see we have this signature of 8000 which represents panels. And we just get out from the hangar and we already can find them, you know, and this is, you can see second one with it. So that means that we have in each this spot 4 panels. Next area what we're gonna show you to go to look for scrapping panels is in Aaron Hello Asteroid Belt in Stanton. So what you see here, we are actually around the Yellow Belt. That's the third place where you can go. But this second what we're showing now is to show you how to jump from Grimhex to crew L2 and then stop your Quant jump in the middle of that path. So the exactly position where you need to stop is on around 750,000 kilometers. That's almost basically the half where you need to jump to crew L2. So to do that, you need to normally spool to crew L2, and you need to put yourself in the jump, and you see now it says 1.8. So basically it's almost a little bit less than half towards the crew L2 where you need to stomp your Quant jump. So now we're normally jumping, and now we're waiting till the numbers is gonna get to 0.8, and then you immediately after that you need to press your left click, right? Because with pressing left click you're gonna stop this jump in the middle of it. It's important to just pay good attention now to the numbers, because 100k kilometers, it's gonna make a big difference. And if you stop here where we're gonna stop, it's gonna be the most dense area of that Aaron Halo asteroid belt. So now just look carefully, and now we're gonna stop. There we go. So look now how many asteroids you have here. So this is very dense area. This area is also good if you wanna do mining, you know, with mining ships, because it's the most dense area for asteroids. And most type of signatures, what you're gonna actually find here, it's a signature for stones, right? Not so much for panels. Panels you're gonna find less, but you can also find them here. And this is very safe area from pirates and from everything, because nobody can basically find you here, you know. It's just random location in deep space. This is just one of many paths that you can choose, but for that you need just like some sites or some information where to stop exactly to find these most dense areas in Aaron Bell Health, and where to actually find the actual Aaron Hell belt, right? So now we're looking around a little bit, and now we're gonna show you where we actually find one signature, which is for panels, and the signature is 10,000. There we go. So this is how this looks like. But now we're gonna show you which is actually the best place, and that's the asteroid belt around the yellow moon next to Crusader. And as you see, we actually fly off from Grim Hex station. So put your spawn point there, and this what I'm showing you is just speed up footage of how far you need to actually fly from Grim Hex, because this is pirate area, so you're not gonna be attacked so easily. So just go like 150 kilometers away, and then start to search for panels. But before we're gonna explain you how to actually do salvaging, we need to show you what signatures you can find. Signature ranges from 2000 to 28,000, so that's the biggest one that I found. Maybe we can have even bigger one, but the 28,000 was the biggest, and here I'm showing you all of them from 2 to 28,000. How this works is that one 2000 number represents one panel. So if you have, for example, 10,000, that's 5 panels. If it's 20,000, it's 10 panels. If it's 28,000, which is maximum, it's 14 panels. Now we're gonna explain you how to scan for panels, or scan in general. To be able to scan, first you need to press tab, that's default for a sonar ping, which is gonna reveal you all these locations where it says unknown. And to be able to know what's on that location, because you don't know what you have there, you need to press V. And now you can see, if we point directly with our crochet to unknown marker, the exact signature on that crochet. And here we have one with 20,000, then we have some smaller ones which represent stones. So like we said, it needs to be full 2000 and multiplying that number to be panels in space. One more thing what you need to remember is that this scan, when you press tab, that sonar ping, it only holds like 30 seconds, so you constantly need to ping it again every half a minute, right? And now on this scanner, when we have it turned on with V, we are approaching slowly to that unknown location, because we know that that's our panels. And now what I can recommend you is to go to 4 kilometers range and stop. And then what you need to do is to scroll your pierce, this is that right bar, to 100% with mouse scrolling front, and then you ping it again. And this is gonna reveal your all panels individually. So you're gonna see all small like blue markers in the space. And you can see them now when we're gonna ping on the left side in the corner, you see? So our unknown location is actually more right, but the panels are more left up. So all these small markers are panels. To be able to approach the panels properly, you need to go very slow, And before you're gonna start going towards them, you need to reduce that pierce on the right side to 0 back. And now what you need to monitor, it's only left side where it says signal. And as you see, he's going up, but he needs to drop once and then go from 0 back up again. So now you see it's going from 0, and now you slowly just going that same direction. You don't have to even ping anymore, and just get to over 85 or 90% to be in the region where the panels are, and they're gonna appear around you. The only problem that you can have is it's depending on how good server you're playing. So what is the performance of server? How much more performance is worse on the server which you're playing, so much longer you need to wait to panels to appear. So don't lose your hope if the panels are not there when your signal is on like 90+%. You just need to stop, and if necessary, wait a minute or a 2 or a 3 or even more to panels to appear. Unfortunately, this is how it works, and this is probably, you know, bugged in the game, so they need to fix it. But this is how it works for now. I'm gonna take this short moment just to thank everybody who already support my videos and tutorials. And if you're new here, please like, subscribe and share it with other people so everybody else can see it. Let's proceed now with this tutorial. Now we're gonna explain you what's the differences between scrapping modules. So we're gonna start with Cinch. Testing was made on the panel which can give you the most SU in quantity of material. So with Cinch, for this panel, we need around 12.5 minutes. So that's like 12 minutes and 5 seconds to be done with this panel completely. And maximum SU in the quantity of material was 11.5. For this same panel, for a braid, we need 4 minutes and 57 seconds. So that's more than half faster than Cinch. And the quantity of material that we get in SU was 10.5. So it's only 1 SU less. And when we compare that to Traveler, we use only more than like little bit half minute less time than a braid. But maximum SU in the quantity was 7. So that's 3.5 SU less. So that's the huge difference to get less than with the braid. And because of all of this data, you can see that a braid is actual winner here, and you're supposed to strictly only use that because it gives you much more than Traveler and just tiny bit less than Cinch, and in time it's pretty similar with Traveler, but it's a huge difference with Cinch. So a braid is the way to go, and no matter what somebody else is saying to you that Traveler could be the best option, it's actually not. You have feeling that it is, but it actually gives you much less material than a braid. We're gonna show you now how to properly stack boxes. So now we're going in the back down the ladder through the doors. Now we're gonna put all the boxes which we're gonna select to throw them out of the buffer on the right side where the actual doors are through which we came inside our little hangar in the Vulture. Reason for that is because in this particular way you can fill up all 26 boxes when you fill up also a second buffer, and this is the maximum capacity of your small hangar in the Vulture in the back. So you're first filling up that right wall when you look from this position towards the console where the boxes are going out. And when this wall is filled up, this is gonna be 10 boxes right next to the wall. And then we're gonna put 3 more just in the middle, just to stand there. So like 2 in the grid on the floor and 1 exactly next in front of this buffer, right? And then after that, we're gonna go to collect 1 more full buffer, which is 13 more boxes. And then we're gonna show you how actually you're supposed to fill up that second buffer in the back. And that's actually a crucial thing to do if you wanna really deliver 3 full buffers. So let's show you that. We already fill up our second buffer here. And now first thing what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull only these 3 boxes out, so they're not gonna be in the way to pull all other 13 from the full buffer what we have inside our vulture. That's the correct way to do it, because with this type of managing of boxes, you're gonna be able to put all 26 in the back and deliver full 2 buffers, which is gonna be stored, you know, in this small hangar in the vulture in the back. And when you're putting them out, try to be like a little bit precise to not bump into other boxes, because normally you're in the space and they're gonna start to, you know, float away slowly. So just try to make some lines of like 5-6 boxes, you know, doing like 1 row of 5 or 6, or then second row you can also put it like you see on the right side, like from top to bottom, and just put it very close. And then after you put all of them out, right, then it's gonna be procedure to put them back in. And normally this in the back is all grid except first 4 next to actual buffer, right? So when we're gonna placing them back in, this first 4, which is gonna be the closest to the middle in the ship inside, they're not gonna snap, you know, on the grid, so they're gonna be loose, same as this 10 next to the right wall. But that doesn't matter, right? So now we're already placing them inside. As you see, 2, this is these 2 which are loose, and then you have 2 more on the top, and now everything else is gonna be snap on the grid. And for all this, you're gonna use just like 2 more minutes to do it. So people think, but that's too much work to do. No, it's not. It's just 2 more minutes for 1 run. It's not more than that, because you're anyway pulling boxes out from a buffer and you just need to put them in. And as you see here, they all fit. And this is how you do it. But this is not where the story ends. What you can actually do is to fill up also the 3rd buffer in your ship inside, but you cannot unload these boxes in that particular moment, because you only have enough storage for 2 full buffers, like you saw a few minutes ago. So what that means is that you're gonna fill up 1 more full buffer, so that's 13 more SU or 13 more boxes, but you're not gonna unload them. And with all this in your ship, so all these 3 full buffers, you're gonna deliver that to selling points. And now we're gonna explain you where you can sell and for how much. Now we're going back to Grimhex to sell. It's more places where you can sell. It's TDD trading development divisions in all the cities. You can sell in Grimhex, and also you can sell in junkyards. And the differences between prices is around like 2k. So I'm gonna explain you what that means. So in all trading centers in cities, it's around 14.4k. In Grimhex is around 12.2k, so that's around 2k less. And all the scrapyards, it's around like 10 to 11k, depends on which one you're going. We are in Grimhex now, and now I'm showing you the way where you need to go. So with these elevators, you're going down in the down floor. And then when you go out, you're gonna see like steps, 4 steps, and then you go left and you see admin here, right? And this is the place where you sell all the stuff what you need to sell and what you can sell. So on these consoles, you select your ship, and now you can see here that recycled material is around 12.2k approximately. So this is how much you can sell it for, right? And when you click your ship here, you select your vulture, and now you see you have these 2 buffers, so that's 12 and 14, altogether 26, but you still have 1 buffer full in your ship, so only you can sell these 2 for now. And as you see prices, how much we can get, 146.5 for this one, and on other one we can get around 171, and normally this all together is around 317k, right? But we still have that 1 buffer. So now we're gonna show you how to unload and sell this last one. Procedure for that is that you need to basically go back on your consoles where you can, you know, spawn and store ship. So you need to spawn it back in hangar, and when you get in the hangar, you need to go in the actual ship and unload the buffer, right? in your hangar, in your actual ship, in the Vulture. And the reason for that is because you cannot sell from the buffer. So as you see here, I'm gonna unload. And one more thing what you need to remember is that you cannot use big tractor beam, you know, the max tractor beam. You need to use small one. And if you cannot take it directly, just drop it on the floor and then take it in your hand, and then it's gonna work. So this is, you know, also what some people don't know, and then they don't know how to do it, you know, because the tractor is not working for them. And as you see here, I'm again unloading, so it doesn't matter where you're gonna unload the boxes. It's only one buffer, so it's gonna be a lot of space. And you're gonna see that I'm gonna have a lot of struggle now also with this. And the reason for that is that it's just a server performance, you know. This is something that you cannot fight against, and the only thing what you can do, you can just change the server, you know. That's the only thing. And unfortunately, you know, if the server is bad, they're gonna move your boxes all around. You see, you just fly out like this, then second fly out. It's just problems, you know. So don't think that it's only happening to you, it's happening to everyone, you know, because boxes are just interacting too much when the servers are in, you know, some bad performance. So because of that, I could just, you know, leave it on the floor, but I want to show you, know, how big struggle that could be. And you can actually, you know, be killed with boxes because of that, you know, even in your own hangar. So don't think that you know, can only be killed by somebody's gun, or that somebody's gonna shoot you. Yeah, also boxes can kill you, so that's a normal thing in Star Citizen. So that's why, you know, it's always recommended to play with someone. You know, Star Citizen is not the game created for you to play alone, and especially now in this state where everything can kill you. And normally now we are back in front of the console in Grim Hex. So normally we're gonna sell everything here. And when you're searching for your ship, if you have multiple, usually if he's in the hangar spawned, it's separately, you know, from other ones. So you can see it here. I select this one. So this is that one with 13 units. So that's that full buffer. And this is now 158.9, and altogether this is 476.4k. But we're also gonna show you one more thing which is important, because people get lost and they just don't know how to get there. Is if you are, you know, doing this salvage in Yellow Belt next to Grimhex, if you wanna get more money, normally you need to go to sell to TDD or Trading Development Divisions in City. And now I'm gonna show you how, if you wanna sell that on Crusader planet in Orison, which is the main city, how to get there and how to actually find the spaceport, because this is what people have struggled with. So especially if it's night, so this is a very good example, you need to use tab to constantly ping to see the outlines of everything, you know, in front of you. And when you ping, you're gonna see this, like, it's like a web, or if you wanna say like octopus, or like a boomerang shaped lines, which are very much more smaller than everything else around you. Like you see, all lines around is like longer and more straight, and this is like in the middle of everything. It's actual spaceport, and it looks like a web, you know, like just different structure than everything else. So if you constantly ping it and just point it towards middle section, so where it's the actual center, just fly till there where you're gonna be, like, I don't know, 3-4 kilometers away, and then call the airport. Because sometimes if you're not close enough, it's not gonna show you the marker. And you can see now it's showing me marker now, this small like tier sign, and now I can see where the actual hangar is. So just go very close there, and then you can land inside normally, right? And like I said, this is a very good example because it's night, so always use your tab as a ping. Now we landed, and normally I'm gonna refill the fuel or repair. I always do that whenever I land, so you don't forget later. And normally now we're gonna go out from hangar and go to the consoles, you know, where we're gonna store our Vulture. And because unfortunately, if you go, you know, from hangars and you don't store it and you leave the server, you know, you didn't sell it, for example, if you don't return back to the same server, your ship is basically lost. So it's not automatically storing itself. That was the thing before, and we don't have that. So just remember that always is best to store it no matter what you do. And now with elevators, we're going to that like a shuttle station. And with shuttle, we need to go to actual main plaza, if you want to say it like that, in the city. You can see it says Cloud View Center. So this is where it's gonna take us. And you need to just go, when you go out from these elevators, to this right side on the first shuttle. So he's gonna actually deliver you exactly where you need to be. Because if you take other shuttles, on other like exits or entrances, if you want to say it like that, they're not gonna take you directly your first stop where you're supposed to be, you know, where you need to go to the trading center. So as you see here, now we are arriving, and when you go out on this left side, and then you're gonna when you step outside, you need to go through the bridge back on the right side. So the trading center is not on this side where we're going out. And you see it says Providence platform. And now we're slowly, you know, approaching to TDD, and you can see it here already on the floor with these neon lights. It says trading and development. So this is where you're selling your commodities, and all these TDDs you have also in all other cities, which are, you know, Arcorp, Hurston, and New Babbage. So all these cities have TDD or trading development divisions. So this is it. I hope you guys gonna remember all this stuff that I'm explaining you, because it's so many informations just for salvaging with Vulture, for salvaging panels, and all this stuff. It's important to know, because especially if you're a new player, you're always lost in any type of game, not just in Star Citizen. So this type of information is gonna be very valuable for you. You all can join us if you want for playing. We are playing, and I'm also streaming every day. This is my Twitch link, and if you want to join us, just join to our Discord, which you also have link here. I'm gonna put them all in description, and I'm also gonna put link from this site for looking for Iron Halo belt, so you guys can, you know, also go there if you need it. And if you join Discord, guys, just send me a message directly, you know, DM, that you joined and that you want to play with us, because a lot of people join and then they are shy, you know, to ask something or to talk, you know. Don't be, just ask for help and ask for playing, and then we can have more fun all together. So if you guys enjoy all this, and if you find it informative, please subscribe, like, and share all this information with everybody else, so everybody can learn it. So till next video, guys, bye bye, see you next time.